Kawaki, or now more known as the false Uzumaki, has not really been impressive since the start of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, and the fans have made more than an appropriate effort in expressing that on various social media. At the current time, Kawaki hasn't gotten anywhere near to what you would call a win in all the fights he had up to this point. His most recent fight was with Boruto, and as you can see, he just looks out of place. Everyone showing off the fruits of their training and just how much they improved post time skip. And then there's Kawaki, who's done the complete opposite. Going into the time skip, Kawaki was one of the people who was expected to make the most improvement. He wanted to unalive Boruto, he wanted to get rid of Code, and everyone else who was considered a threat to Naruto. Once Boruto finished off Code, and we got a pretty good idea of how much he actually improved post time skip. All eyes were on Kawaki now to make his big debut and showed that he's still a force to be reckoned with. Not only because he's always stayed relative or slightly stronger than Boruto when he's had his karma, but because of his showings against Code and Boruto nearing the end of part 1. So what happened? Why has he been so underwhelming so far? And is there a deeper meaning to his underdevelopment we're somehow missing? I believe the direction Kishimoto plans to go is very similar to something we've seen before. Okay, let's look real quick at the parallels between Naruto vs Sasuke and Boruto vs Kawaki, specifically after their respective time skip. I think you understand, or at least have an idea of where I'm going with this. There's been many concepts that symbolically suggest that Boruto and Kawaki are supposed to mirror Naruto and Sasuke in a way. For example, they always had a blue scheme for Sasuke and red for Naruto. And now we can see Boruto has a blue color scheme and Kawaki red. And it's not just their karmas that push this concept onto us. One of the more popular examples of this would have to be in Boruto Opening 8. Personally, my favorite Boruto opening I ever heard. And we're going to compare this to a very similar scene from the worldwide classic Bluebird opening from Naruto Shippuden. I expressed time and time again on my channel of how much I believe the anime foreshadows future concepts and ideas we've seen or will see in the future of the anime and manga. And this is no exception to that. In this opening, you could see Boruto on the right side and Kawaki on the left side. Same thing with Naruto and Sasuke. You see Naruto on the left side and Sasuke on the right side. Sasuke and Boruto have a blue scheme, and the same thing with Kawaki and Naruto. They have the red scheme. Two boys bound together by fate, destined to battle for the fate of the shinobi world. I'm not here to dissect what the exact meaning of this scene and what does it mean for Boruto and Kawaki. I'm just trying to prove Kawaki is indeed supposed to be Naruto's parallel in this instance, and the same for Boruto and Sasuke. Boruto even stated that he doesn't want to be like his father. His goal is to be like Sasuke, a Shadow Hokage, and it looks like he's currently taken over that role quite well. And the same with Kawaki, with how much he looks up to Naruto and obsesses with him time and time again. So looking back at how they were both portrayed post time skip, Kawaki reminds me a lot of Naruto at the beginning of Shippuden. To be fair, you could say Naruto never got beaten this much at the beginning of his time skip compared to Kawaki, who literally didn't even win a fight yet. But looking back, I do remember how many people were disappointed because compared to Sasuke, who was considered at least low to mid Kage level, Naruto appeared like he didn't do anything but get a bigger Rasengan and work on his fundamentals as a shinobi. And through these lenses, we can see the similarities that are being displayed to us now. It's very simple. Boruto looks amazing and stronger than ever, while Kawaki looks underpowered when comparing him to those who he used to be compared to. I understand that these villains are like 10 times stronger than the ones in Naruto, but look at the concept more than just what we see at face value. Once Naruto realized he was just not where he needed to be to accomplish his goals, he worked and trained his butt off to get stronger, and most of all, to catch up to Sasuke, because that was his motivation. Boruto will play a key role as being Kawaki's motivation to get that strength needed to accomplish his goal of unaliving Boruto. Although Kawaki and Naruto are similar in that aspect, you gotta remember, they aren't carbon copies of each other. So of course they'll have their own unique ways they will accomplish their goals. I'm pretty sure I don't gotta tell you all by now, Kawaki is not training. It's not in his character to train until he drops. It's just not gonna happen. To keep the theme of Kawaki and him having an artificial body as well as an artificial karma, the method he will get stronger will be by artificial means as well. And yes, you guessed it, it will be through Amato if he does somehow find a way to get stronger. Amato desperately needs Kawaki to resurrect his daughter. That was the whole point of him secretly giving Kawaki his karma back, and Kawaki knows this. So what's stopping him from forcing Amato to find a way to make him overpowered, to be on par or even surpass Boruto in the future? Especially if Amato plans to see his daughter again. He'll have no choice but to agree to whatever Kawaki wishes. It just makes too much sense for Kawaki to realize if he wants to protect Naruto from the Shinju and Boruto, he has to surpass everyone. And when he does that, because I know he will, that will be his true revenge for how he was treated at the beginning of Two Blue Vortex. However, I know what you all are thinking. If Kawaki is supposed to be Naruto's parallel and grow stronger than everyone through the progression of the story, then what does that mean for Boruto? I mean, you could definitely say because of Boruto and Kawaki being parallels to Naruto and Sasuke, that means Boruto loses their final battle. And from the prologue of the Boruto story, where it looks like Kawaki might have had the upper hand on Boruto in the fight at some point, then you can definitely say Boruto has a higher possibility of losing. But at the same time, while I do think there are some similarities between these two series, they are still different series and differ in many ways. There's a wide number of possibilities to how this can all end. While it may be the least popular outcome, but very possible, you can have Boruto talk no Jutsu Kawaki into freeing Naruto. You can also have them both come to a mutual understanding and work together, similar to how the conflict between Naruto and Sasuke ended. Or if you want the series to end more on a darker note, and how most people are probably expecting the series to end, you could probably have one of either Boruto or Kawaki give up their life in this battle. Even though me personally, I feel like this shouldn't be how the series ends. But at the same time, I can't be dense and not admit that it could very well come down to that. Especially when you have instances where Boruto throws out subliminals like these, like saving everyone and not returning, and the idea of dying in Konoha and things of that nature. I made a video that goes over the possibility of Boruto sacrificing himself metaphorically and literally to save everyone, and why that might be a reality we might have to face in the future. So if you're interested in hearing more about that, then click the video in the top right corner of your screen. But overall, even though Kawaki is down right now, I still wouldn't say he's not a threat. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he's still the deuteragonist of the series, and it's still very early in the manga. So don't be surprised if Kawaki shows out in a big way really soon. And even though it probably won't make a game-changing difference, Kawaki still hasn't unleashed the full power of his karma. I'm interested in seeing just how far he can be pushed if he's granted another opportunity to do so. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video just like this one in the future. And before I go, I just wanted to remind y'all that I do have a partnership with mechajapan.com, a website where you could buy literally anything anime related like clothes, figurines, or any other accessories you could think of. So if you're interested in that, I left the link to the website in the description down below. Make sure you use code 6path5 for $5 off orders $50 or greater. But without further ado, I'll see y'all in my next video. I'm out. Peace.